Good evening, and welcome to the latest happenings inside our federal machine.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everyone! It is Wednesday, Christmas Eve, 2025. It's Spathon with this special Christmas edition of The Swamp. We have lots of Christmas content shared by officials and departments from all over the swamp, which we're going to get into for this episode. But first, we have some other topics to get into, such as the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York. They made the bombshell announcement that over 1 million new documents related to Jeffrey Epstein has just been uncovered, and these documents have been transferred to the Department of Justice for redactions and eventual release to the public. Also, Southern California, they've been getting dumped on with record rainfall amounts, some areas receiving 10 inches of rain with even more on the way. The Sierra Nevada mountains are expected to receive well over 8 feet of snow. Governor Newsom declared a state of emergency. And the Department of Homeland Security made the announcement that 17,500 illegal immigrants have been arrested under the Lakin Riley Act. And Secretary Marco Rubio announces the official results of the election in Honduras with Nasry Asfura as the new president. Also, President Trump, he participated in NORAD Santa calls from his Mar-a-Lago home in West Palm Beach, and we're going to give some of that a listen. And there's a lot more that happened today, so we're going to dive straight on in. And if you enjoy the video, please give the video a quick like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the daily updates. And if you leave a comment below, I might just read it on tomorrow's episode. And every article that you see in the video will be linked in the description below. And we're going to get started. Oh, yeah, and by the way, I wanted to grab some background Christmas music for the intro music and also background for the show in general, but I honestly just didn't have time. I really tried to spare it, but I had to run to a couple of stores this evening. Pretty much everything closed by 6 p.m., but I was able to get everything at the very last minute. I had to work all day, too, so couldn't do that during the day. And also, I still have a whole bunch of presents that I still have to wrap. So, yeah, so I'm going to be doing that after the show. So anyway, let's just dive straight on in. From Colin McCarthy, 3 to 4 inches of snow are falling per hour on Mammoth Mountain, and 3+ feet of snow have already fallen today. Many more feet are yet to come. This is just from 3 hours ago. And from Tahoe Daily Snow, some incredible snowfall rates in the Sierras right now. And this is from Carter Murphy 218. Looks like we've got some, we got some volume. Very quiet. Of course, there's not much in a snowstorm. Snowstorms are really quiet. All right, so there you go. And all right, we are gonna head on to the next. And this is from Michael Jaco, coming down fast and heavy in the Sierras next to Lake Tahoe. In another few hours, it will be time for my third round of shoveling in 24 hours, around 4 feet at my altitude, with another 5 feet coming over the next couple of days. So let's check out his video. Actually, not a video. It's actually a GIF. So it's just going to repeat itself over and over forever and ever. So yeah, man, lots and lots of snow. Absolutely wild. Winter wonderland happening in California, but not for everyone. Check this out. From the National Weather Service, a strong atmospheric river will continue heavy rain over Southern California through Friday, with flash and urban flooding possible. A prolonged heavy snowfall has begun over the Sierra Nevada mountains as well and will continue through Friday. Travel will be increasingly difficult over the passes due to snow and strong winds. Visit weather.gov for the latest, and that will be linked below. And they shared a couple of images here. So rainfall amounts going, stretching all the way from north to south, all across the west. Looks like, everybody's getting rain in the west, at least over the last day. And so this is as of December 24th, 2025 through 4 a.m. Saturday, December 27th. So this isn't the rain that they've received yet. This is the amount of rain that's expected to have fallen in total. And we'll go ahead and move to the next post. From Max Velocity, up to 8 feet of snow possible. This storm is unloading insane snowfall across the Sierra Nevada, with extreme accumulation stacking up fast at higher elevations. And is this measured in, I'm I'm assuming in inches, but like, yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, it appears that it is measured in inches. Well, the reason why I'm like stepping back for a minute to look at that more closely because they've got numbers here: 86.5, 59.9, 64, 65, 51.1 up here in the northern part, 21. Looks like inches. Definitely not going to be millimeters. There's no way that's millimeters, but yeah, man, 85, 86 inches of snow. That is an insane, insane amount of snow. I believe Buffalo, New York. Doesn't Buffalo, New York average 100 inches of snow for each winter season? And they're getting all this in one single storm. That is incredible, man. And from Brady Harris, close to 10 inches of rain so far. Totals trending higher. Significant flooding. Rain has already fallen across Southern California with parts of Santa Barbara and the LA area already seeing up to 9 inches or more. More heavy rain is coming today with another 4 to 8 inches possible, which will only worsen ongoing flooding issues. Strong winds have arrived as well, with gusts over 60 miles an hour reported in many areas. Power outages are becoming more likely, especially with Christmas right around the corner. And keep this in mind, today is only wave number 1 of 2. Another round of rain and wind and heavy mountain snow will arrive on Christmas Day. Hang in there, California. We are praying for you. So I guess needless to say, all of their reservoirs are going to be filled up. They're going to be ready to tackle any wildfire that may spring up probably over the next couple of years at least. And I mean, 9 inches, 10 inches of rain. That's about the amount of rain that I receive whenever we get directly hit by a tropical storm, because I live in the Tampa Bay area. And that's about how much we get with either a hurricane or a tropical storm. We usually get about a foot of rain, sometimes a lot more, sometimes maybe not quite as much. But yeah, man, that's like the average amount of rainfall that we get for the entire month of August, which is our rainiest month of the year. And that's insane, man. Good old climate change, man. Climate change is coming out on top this time. And from Kevin Dalton, I'm waiting for Gavin Newsom to announce that all freeway reservoirs are full and Southern California is prepared to battle wildfires. Major freeways getting shut down throughout California are not from atmospheric rivers or climate change or rain bombs. This is crumbling infrastructure, lack of preparation, and just another all-around fail by Gavin Newsom. Apologies for the blown out eardrums. That was absolutely ridiculously loud. Northbound 15 shut down at Lakershim due to this major flood. Yeah, and there you got it. I can only imagine how bad the traffic has to be, especially in those areas where there's flooding. I want to see what a view of the LA River looks like. I was looking around for posts. I didn't look too much. I probably spent about 15 minutes on this topic, just trying to grab whatever I could come across. Surprised that the LA River wasn't at the top of the list, but it wasn't. So anyway, Kevin Dalton, Gavin Newsom, California is prepared to capture and store as much water as possible this winter ahead of seasonal rain. The reality, and it's the same video again, and this is from Governor Gavin Newsom. California is prepared to capture and store as much water as possible this winter ahead of seasonal rain. We're prepared for future dry months and droughts while protecting our water supply for communities and farms and ecosystems across the state. Droughts, dude, you live in a fucking desert. I mean, not the entirety of California is a desert, but I mean, Southern California is definitely a desert. It's in perpetual drought, like forever. All right, so anyway, moving on to the next thing. San Bernardino County Fire, Wrightwood, Battalion Chief 141 has assumed Wrightwood IC, anyway, for heavy debris flows and flooding. Highway 2 is impassable, requesting 3 additional engines, hand crews, dozer, and swift water rescue unit. SBC OFD crews are assisting with evacuating homes that are being immediately impacted. Please avoid the area. Check this out, man. Crazy water, crazy flooding. That's the desert. Lots of flash flooding happening in the desert. Yeah, and you should not be driving over any of that flood water. Very dangerous. It's like as little as 6 inches of water, rushing water can move your car. All right, KTLA, breaking news. Northbound lanes of the 5 freeway have flooded. Live report, which we've got right here. I mean, this isn't exactly live, but I don't believe so. Christmas Eve storm drenches Southern California. Okay, we can give this a play. Do we got sound?
State of emergency
We got
in
sound.
Southern California as a powerful atmospheric river moves in this Christmas Eve. Good afternoon.
Sounds like
I'm
climate
Corinne
change jargon.
And Mary Beth McDade, Glenn, and Lou have this day off. Well, the storm already bringing heavy rain, gusty winds, and flash flooding.
Many communities have been
call that a Christmas
experiencing
gift.
toppled
Merry
trees,
Christmas.
power
All the
outages,
rain.
and mud flow from burn scar areas. Our live
Except,
stream
God
coverage
forbid, anybody who
continues
gets
this
flooded
afternoon.
out.
We'll start with
You know,
Kai
certainly
Goldberg
hope and pray
tracking
nobody
the latest
does.
winter storm's path. Kai.
Well, thanks very much. Yes, good
Same with
afternoon,
mudslides,
everybody. It is
landslides.
Christmas Eve,
That's
and
all
it's
high
been
risk
quite
right
a
now.
dangerous day for much of Southern California. We're going to talk a little bit about how things are going to ease up for certain communities as we head through the remainder of the day today. However, though, the rain continues to fall, and
It's definitely
so
going to be an unforgettable Christmas for everybody living in
we head through the remainder of the
SoCal
afternoon.
and the
Primarily,
Sierras.
we're looking at this flash flood warning now extended through the 6 o'clock hour. It was to expire earlier during the noon hour today, but again, this atmospheric river has just been pounding
Come on,
much
y'all,
of
show
Santa
the LA
Barbara,
River.
Ventura, Los Angeles County, all the way out towards San Bernardino County over the last few hours, giving us a tremendous amount of rain.
Probably
as well
freaking
as a
lake at this
lot
point.
of flooding that has been taking place along the streets and highways. And you can see that moisture once again continuing to stick around Southern California. However, now, well, as you can see, it is shifting towards the east. Now a little bit more so moving to Orange County, Riverside, San Bernardino County, and we're seeing a little bit of some sunshine mixed with
Okay. All right, we
The
got
steady
that.
downpour is making for treacherous driving conditions across the Southland.
There have been reports of crashes on rain-soaked streets and also significant flooding. KTLA's
Oh, you know all the
Angelie
news
Packaday
choppers
has
are
been
up there.
out in the elements all day. She's in Sherman Oaks at this hour with a look at the conditions there. Hi, Angelie.
Yeah, Corinne, MB, we moved over to Sherman Oaks. This is actually where we started our morning earlier today at about 8:30. The rain hasn't. This is Burbank Boulevard, just west of the 405.
Burbank Boulevard.
Shut down, basically
Underwater.
from the 405 all the way down to Haven. Again,
Okay, so
latest
we got that.
update is
Okay,
that
here we
the
go. Here's some
zones,
footage.
It just might be too late for you. Also still closed is I-5 between Penrose and Lakersham. A massive pool of water completely shut down all
Damn.
lanes there. We were in that area.
Look at that,
up
man. Even
until
the
about
barricades
an
are holding that
hour
water
ago.
in.
We did see some
That's
crews
wild.
working to
Pretty
get
cool.
the water clear, off of the freeway. They were starting to make some progress when we left. The water is starting to recede a little bit, but again, latest update is that it is still closed. Now, those are some of the big ones, but all over LA
It's
County.
been a while
they
since I've had a
spun out
rainy day
cars,
here. It's been like a
trucks,
couple of weeks at
major
least.
flooding. CHP reporting 114 incidents in Los Angeles County at this hour. Earlier today, it was about
114 per hour, huh?
145, 150. So they are making some progress, but keep a few minders if you have to be on the road today. It does look, it's kind of mixed messages because it looks like it's letting up. The sun, it looks like it's trying to come out.
Oh, there's supposed to be
a little
another
bit.
wave coming.
But again,
from what
behind
we
me, as you
heard.
can see, completely flooded waters over this road. So again, take it slow. Just watch where you're going. The highways, people are still moving a little bit slower than they normally would this Christmas Eve. So a couple of reminders. But for now, reporting live here in Sherman Oaks, I'll send it back.
Okay, well, there you have it. And I'll link this article. We won't go through the details. I mean, I think they probably said enough. All right, so from Governor Gavin Newsom 5 hours ago, with atmospheric rivers, intense rainfall, and strong winds ahead, I'm declaring a state of emergency in Los Angeles, Orange, Riverside, San Bernardino, San Diego, and Shasta counties to activate emergency authorities and preposition resources to keep our communities safe. And I think this is just a radar image. Yeah, Wednesday, earlier this morning. So yeah, man, a lot of rain happening. All right, another one. Major freeways getting shut down throughout California are not from atmospheric rivers. I believe we already read all that. So, all right, so we're just going to move on to the next thing. And this comes from the U.S. Department of Justice. The U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York and the FBI have informed the Department of Justice that they have uncovered over 1 million more documents potentially related to the Jeffrey Epstein case. The DOJ has received these documents from the Southern District of New York and the FBI to review them for release in compliance with the Epstein Files Transparency Act, existing statutes, and judicial orders. We have lawyers working around the clock to review and make the legally required redactions to protect victims, and we will release the documents as soon as possible. Due to the mass volume of material, this process may take a few more weeks. The department will continue to fully comply with federal law and President Trump's direction to release the files. Do you really believe this? I don't believe this for a fucking second. Come on, man. They didn't just stumble into a secret room where there's over 1 million files. Now, I get that a lot of them are going to be digital, if not most, or maybe even nearly all of them are going to be digital, but I think this is just an excuse to keep the timetable going. Fully comply with federal law. They've already broken the federal law because the Epstein Files Transparency Act mandated that every single file be released by December 19th. And last I checked, it ain't December 19th anymore. We're well past the 19th. So, but anyway, with regard to this, expect over 1 million more documents to be dropped in the coming weeks. So we'll definitely be on the lookout for that. I also heard somewhere that they did release another round of documents today. I didn't have time to actually dig in and try to find them. But if you go to, let me just double check. I think it's justice.gov/Epstein, I think. And I believe that's going to be it. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Justice. There we go. Epstein Library. This is going to be it. So I'll link this below as well. It's very simple, justice.gov/Epstein. And this has everything that the Department of Justice is releasing under the Epstein Files Transparency Act. And we'll go ahead and roll on to the next thing from the White House. President of Peace, results for America. Ended 8 wars. NATO is at 5% spending. USAID has been reformed. Historic agreements to secure the border and the war on drug cartels. Secretary Rubio breaks down how President Trump and the State Department kept their promise. America first,
Hi,
always.
it's Marco Rubio. I'm the National Security Advisor and the Secretary of State and the Archivist right now, the acting archivist for
Yeah,
the
dude's
47th
juggling a
President
lot
of the
of
United
jobs right
States,
now.
the best president we've ever had, and it's
I
an
don't know
honor
how the
to
hell
be
he
able to do
does
this
it.
job. We have a lot of achievements this year. Let's start with the peace deals. One peace deal after another. India, Pakistan were ready to go to war, a very dangerous war. The president stopped it. Cambodia and Thailand, we got that peace deal put in place.
Yeah, hasn't that been going on for
Azerbaijan
like over a
and
century?
Armenia, a war that could have started that would have been terrible. We put that into place. And of course, Gaza,
Same thing.
that long
That was a
war,
long time
nobody
war
saw
too, I
into
think.
it. The president got involved, brought it to an end, and with a plan for long-term stability and security. Beyond that, we went to Europe this year, and the president got NATO to do something no president has ever been able to get NATO to do, and that is increase their defense spending to 5%. Just a few years ago, they were at 1%, 2%. 5% for all these countries, an incredible achievement by President Trump and his team here. Beyond that, I'm very proud of the reforms under the president's leadership that we've done at the State Department. We got rid of USAID. We brought all that foreign aid under the State Department so that now, when we give money to countries, we know where the money's going, and we know we're helping our allies and our friends, and not just enriching some, third-party group that's making a bunch of money from your taxpayer dollars. We also help secure the border. That's been a responsibility of the Homeland Security Department, but we had a role to play, not just in the deals we made with other countries to send people back. We've got more countries than ever accepting their people that are in this country illegally from their countries. They're taking them back. They're also helping us stop them from coming here in the first place. This is a great achievement. So on issue after issue, the president has kept his promise to the American people. He's keeping us safe by taking the war to the drug cartels. The drug cartels that are poisoning and killing our people, President Trump, he promised to do it, and he's stopping them. He's doing it. He's keeping his promise to you. 2026 is going to bring more challenges, but we have a great president and a great team that he's built, and we can't wait to see the exciting achievements of the year to come. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year to everybody. The best is yet to come.
All right. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy everything. And from Homeland Security, 6 hours ago, DHS launched Operation Angel's Honor in honor of Lakin Riley, the woman murdered by a Venezuelan illegal alien and alleged member of Tren de Aragua. More than 17,500 illegal immigrants have been arrested for crimes under the Lakin Riley Act. Under the leadership of President Trump and Secretary Newsom, we've been empowered to deport the millions of criminal illegal aliens unleashed in our nation and prevent cruel tragedies like what happened to Lakin Riley. And let's see if we've got that post for the article. We do. It's right here. And we're going to start getting into this here. So exclusive, more than 17,500 illegal immigrants just in 2025 have been arrested for crimes requiring mandatory detention under the Lakin Riley Act, the first law President Trump signed in his second term. The act is named for Lakin Riley, a Georgia college student murdered by a Venezuelan illegal immigrant who had been previously arrested and released before her death. The act mandates that illegal immigrants arrested but not necessarily yet convicted for several specific crimes must be held for Immigration and Customs Enforcement detention and processing. And let's see. Okay, I was just double checking this image. I wasn't sure if that was related to Lakin Riley. Okay, so qualifying crimes include theft-related offenses, DUI or DWI, and violent crimes, including murder, abuse, assault on police, and firearms infractions. Secretary Kristi Noem also announced Monday that the Department of Homeland Security had concluded Operation Angel's Honor, a 2-week nationwide endeavor launched in Riley's honor to strictly target Lakin Riley Act offenders. That operation alone netted an average of dozens of criminal illegal immigrants per day. I believe it was over 1,000 for that 2-week Operation Angel's Honor. I shared that on yesterday's episode. I believe it was 1,000. Quote, in honor of Lakin Riley, ICE launched Operation Angel's Honor in the last 2 weeks alone, arresting more than 1,000 criminal illegal aliens under the authority of the Lakin Riley Act, Noem told Fox News Digital. And that is Lakin Riley. And directs the Lakin Riley Act. Here's a few bullet points with regard to the act itself. It directs ICE to detain illegal immigrants accused of theft-related crimes. States can sue the DHS for harm caused by illegal immigration and permits deportation of illegal immigrants who harm others or assault police. Noem credited Trump for empowering her agency to go after millions of criminal illegal immigrants residing in the U.S., including those unleashed into the interior by previous administrations. Quote, we can never bring Lakin back, but we can do everything in our power to bring these heinous criminals to justice, Noem said. Some of the Lakin Riley Act offenders captured during Operation Angel's Honor include Sergio Luis Hernandez Gonzalez of Cuba, who's been convicted on 17 counts of larceny, also 2 counts of selling cocaine, along with vehicle theft and other offenses. Lovely. Jerison Andre Proveda Delgado of Colombia, convicted of assaulting a police officer, while Dominican national Yasser Garcia Ramirez netted a slew of charges, including conspiracy to manufacture and distribute heroin, also domestic violence and obstruction of law enforcement. And let's see. Okay, so they go over a few more illegals that they caught. All right, they got another one there, Mexican national. All right, so moving on. While DHS has called the Lakin Riley Act's enforcement a success, several critics have said the law forces deportation proceedings on people who may not pose safety risks, while some pointing to the law's usage of arrest versus conviction as a pretext for the feds to take custody of a subject. Well, don't enter the country illegally, and then you won't have anything to worry about. And also, don't break the law, asshole. All right, this bill does nothing to improve safety or fix our broken immigration system, said Nanya Gupta, policy director for the American Immigration Council. Under the guise of preventing violence, the bill forces immigration officers to indefinitely detain and deport non-citizens who pose no public safety risk. Doesn't matter if they're here illegally, they're here illegally. Get them out of here. All right, without access to basic due process, she said in a statement after the law passed. The bill also gives state attorneys general unprecedented power over immigration policy. The bill strips people of their basic rights and upends how the U.S. government enforces immigration law, Gupta concluded. Again, don't illegally enter the country, and you won't have anything to worry about. All right, so we're going to get to the Christmas stuff here in a minute. I'm going to get all the swamp stuff out of the way first. This is from DEA HQ from 6 hours ago. 7,892 total arrests from the streets to the suburbs. DEA and MPD are united with our federal partners to protect the nation's capital and keep communities safe. Make D.C. safe again. Also, 759 illegal guns have been seized since, I believe it's been going on since, what was that, like early or mid-August, somewhere around there. That's when they started making D.C. safe again. And from U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, deporting criminal illegal alien murderers reduces murder. It's just common sense. And here's some stats that they showed. Well, actually, it'd probably be better if I just leave this up. So percentage change in select types of crime, 2024 and 25, compares January through October of each year, 24 and 25, across 570 U.S. law enforcement agencies. And they've got motor vehicle theft, murder, robbery, burglary, property crime, violent crime, theft, and R, also aggravated assault, and they're all down. They're all way down. And murder is down almost 20%. Motor vehicle theft is over 20% down. And the article that this is linked to is Axios, and that will be linked. Looks like it's a paywall, but if you're interested, there might be a workaround, which I'll show you. I've showed this quite a few times, but maybe this is your first time tuning in. So you open up a new private window. It could be Brave. It could be Google or Chrome, rather. It could be any browser. It doesn't have to be this browser, but you just open up a private browser, and it sometimes works. I'm not saying it will work, but no, it doesn't look like it's going to work for Axios. But it does work for a bunch of other publication websites, just not in this instance. Oh, well. All right, U.S. mission to the Organization of American States. U.S. mission to the Organization of American States. That's a long one. Congratulations to Nasry Asfura and all the winners of the Honduran general elections. We look forward to working with you on shared priorities. Thank you to the election observers, especially from the @OAS official, the official account of the Organization of American States, who helped ensure Hondurans exercised their right to democratically elect their future leaders. And from Secretary Marco Rubio, the people of Honduras have spoken. Nasry Asfura is Honduras' next president. The United States congratulates President-elect Tito Asfura and also Papi a la Orden, and looks forward to working with his administration to advance prosperity and security in our hemisphere. And from Iowa National Guard, the remains of 2 fallen Iowa National Guard soldiers, Staff Sergeant Edgar Brian Torres Tovar, age 25 of Des Moines, and Staff Sergeant William Nathaniel Howard, age 29 of Marshalltown, have arrived at the Des Moines International Airport today on December 24th. And a very sad story, but they did make it home, and they're going through the process of bringing them back home to their loved ones. And FBI Director Kash Patel, FBI and great partners cut off this group before they carried out their alleged plans to bomb multiple locations near Los Angeles. They have now been indicted. Great work from the FBI Los Angeles, the Justice Department, and law enforcement officers who executed brilliantly and saved lives. Terror plot foiled. 4 individuals indicted on federal charges for allegedly planning New Year's Eve bombings targeting Southern California businesses. The FBI intercepted the group in the Mojave Desert on December 12th before the attacks could occur. I've already went over this. He just made another post of it, so I figured I would drop it. The newsworthy posts today were understandably very few and far between because it's Christmas Eve. Everybody's celebrating Christmas. But anyway, if you didn't catch this from about a week and a half ago, I will link that also. And we'll roll on to the next thing. From Defiant L's, Pramila Jayapal. We can't let them deport the millions of families across this country. Look at the food on your table. Think about who picked it. Of course she said that. Spoken like a true Democrat.
Let them deport the millions of families across this country.
Who's going to clean your bathrooms?
Keeps our economy going.
Said what's her name on The View.
We can't let them scapegoat and criminalize immigrants who contribute, who are our neighbors, our friends, our churchgoers, our community around us that we deeply love. Immigrants are us. Immigrants are us, and we all deserve respect and dignity. If you look at the food that's on your table, think about who picked it. If you look at your homes, then
okay, Jayapal. So yeah, the reference that I made, it was on The View. It wasn't Joy Reid. It wasn't Joy Behar. It wasn't Whoopi Goldberg. It was one of those other 2 ladies. This was like maybe a couple of years ago. She's like, well, if we deport all of the immigrants, then who's going to clean our toilets? And she's like, oh, wait a minute. And like everybody else on The View were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And she's like, no. That came out wrong. That came out wrong. Like, whatever, dude. You're just speaking your mind. We know what you really mean. Okay, so this comes from Doge State. Every apologist for the European censorship complex should watch this short clip. Jail time for posting memes, criminalizing political speech and parties, armed raids for thought crimes. This dystopia is what President Trump and Secretary Rubio are acting decisively to make sure is never exported in the United States. Orwell's 1984 was a prophecy. I'm telling you, man. All right, Matt Whitlock, we are the free world now, and if you say on the internet that we're not, we will arrest you at gunpoint in front of your kids.
That's clear. Is it a crime to insult somebody in public?
Yes.
That is insane.
And it's a crime to insult them online as well?
Yes.
Sticks and
the
stones.
fine could be even higher if you insult someone in the internet.
Why?
Because in internet, it stays
it's the public
there.
Square.
If we are talking here face to face, you insult me, I insult you, okay, finish. But if you in the internet, if I insult you or a politician,
that sticks around forever.
Yeah.
If somebody posts something that's not true,
one up them,
and then somebody else reposts it or likes it, are they committing a crime?
Yeah, in the case of reposting, it is a crime as well, because the reader can't distinguish whether you just invented this or just reposted it. That's the same for us.
The
Wow, man,
punishment
screw
for
Europe,
breaking
man.
hate speech laws
What a
can
nightmare.
include jail time for repeat offenders. But in most cases, a judge levies a stiff fine and sometimes keeps their devices.
How do people react when you take their phones from them?
They are shocked.
It's 6:01 on a Tuesday morning, and we were with state police as they raided this apartment in northwest Germany.
Hier ist die Polizei, wir mussten bitte mal mit Ihnen reden.
Inside,
Apartment raid.
6 armed officers searched a suspect's home, then seized his laptop and cell phone. Prosecutors say those electronics may have been used to commit a crime. The crime, posting a racist cartoon online.
Help,
At
police.
the
He
exact
said
same
something
time
mean.
across Germany,
Arrest him.
more than 50 similar raids played out. Part of what prosecutors say is a coordinated effort to curb online hate speech in Germany.
Wow, man, what a nightmare. To hell with
That's
Germany, man. Screw all that. Good grief, man. Thank God for our Bill of Rights. All right, Raphael Glucksmann, he says, for far too long, Europe has been weak in implementing its own laws and defending its own interests. You have chosen to cozy up to tyrants, and confront democracies. The time has come for us to stand up. Kneel as much as you want in front of Putin. We are the free world now. And he's responding to Secretary Rubio. Says, for far too long, ideologues in Europe have led organized efforts to coerce American platforms to punish American viewpoints they oppose. The Trump administration will no longer tolerate these egregious acts of extraterritorial censorship. Today, the State Department will take steps to bar leading figures of the global censorship industrial complex from entering the United States. We stand ready and willing to expand this list if others do not reverse course. Let's go, man. Glad that the Trump administration is doing something about it. All right, so Under Secretary of State Sarah B. Rogers, and she says, since the earliest days of this administration, DNI Tulsi Gabbard has led some of our strongest transparency initiatives. Meeting and working with her has been a real highlight and should bring more fun surprises in the new year. Thank you at DNI Gabbard. And Tulsi Gabbard says the following: Every American's right to free speech is enshrined in our U.S. Constitution. Foreign nations seeking to impose their anti-freedom policies to censor American voices and force American platforms to regulate or silence our free speech is a gross violation of our sovereignty. That must be answered with accountability. Thank you, Undersecretary P.D. And she also says, today, the United States issued sanctions reinforcing the red line I invoked on GB News, namely extraterritorial censorship of Americans. Today, sanctions target the censorship NGO ecosystem. And GB News says to censor Americans in America is a deal breaker. U.S. Undersecretary of State for Public Diplomacy Sarah Rogers blasts the proposed Online Safety Act, saying the law vastly overreaches into other countries, calling it a red line. So let's give this a quick watch. It's only a minute.
One more thing on the Online Safety Act, and I emphasized this earlier, but I want to say it again. It's misguided and unfortunate to apply that law in Britain, but applying that law extraterritorially, which means applying it to speech that has nothing to do with Britain, does not occur in Britain, is on American platforms by American users on American political issues, purporting to censor Americans in America is a deal breaker. It is a non-starter. It is a red line. And that's what Ofcom has tried to do with the Online Safety Act, and that's one reason the American government is concerned.
Okay, but will your government then take legal action against Ofcom if they try and overreach in the way you've described?
Well, there's already formal action proposed. There is a bill before the House called the Granite Act that would amend an existing statute to clarify that as a matter of American public policy, any penalties imposed by Ofcom are unenforceable against American companies. So our legislature will likely consider that, and will certainly consider other options if indeed the British government insists upon trying to nullify the First Amendment on American soil with respect to American companies.
Yeah, man, if you don't like the X platform, make your own X platform. You can censor that. Why don't you go over on Blue Sky? Aren't they censoring all kinds of shit over there? I don't know. Maybe they should just not use those platforms that they don't like what the rules are. Or the lack of rules. All right, so she has a few follow-up posts here. These sanctions are visa-related. We aren't invoking severe Magnitsky-style financial measures. Magnitsky-style financial measures. But our message is clear. If you spend your career fomenting censorship of American speech, you're unwelcome on American soil. Our targets are foreign, but you'll notice that some collaborated with U.S. bureaucrats on Murthy-style speech suppression. Don't worry, we're pursuing transparency, truth, and reconciliation at the State Department, too. We've sanctioned Thierry Breton, a mastermind of the Digital Services Act, in August of 2024 while serving as European Commissioner for Internal Markets and Digital Services. He published a letter using the DSA to threaten Elon Musk ahead of his live stream interview with President Trump. Before the interview, Breton ominously reminded Musk of X's legal obligations and ongoing formal proceedings for alleged non-compliance with illegal content and disinformation requirements under the DSA. We've sanctioned Imran Ahmed, key collaborator with the Biden administration's effort to weaponize the government against U.S. citizens. Ahmed's group, Center for Countering Digital Hate, or CCDH, created the infamous Disinformation Dozen report, which called for platforms to deplatform 12 American anti-vaxxers, including now HHS Secretary Kennedy. Leaked documents from CCDH show the organization listed kill Musk's Twitter and trigger EU and UK regulatory action as priorities. The organization supports the UK's Online Safety Act and EU's Digital Services Act to expand censorship in Europe and around the world. Let's see what else they... just double check and see how long this goes. It looks like it's going to go a bit. So what I'll do, I'll just repost the original. And if you want to go through the rest of these posts, you can check that out by going to the description of this video. There's a direct link to my X profile, and you can check it out there. Or you can go to Under Secretary of State Sarah B. Rogers' profile, and let me grab the timestamp. December 23rd at 3:46 p.m. So if you scroll, you can find it on her profile as well. And we're going to roll on to the next thing because I got a lot of Christmas stuff to get through. I want to get held up too long. And this is from the Travel State Department. We are excited to welcome Assistant Secretary Maura Namdar to the Bureau of Consular Affairs. A.S. Namdar was sworn in this week to implement President Trump's priorities, including the advancement of policies that make America safer, stronger, and more prosperous. And we've got from the U.S. Army, I think this is the last one before we get into the Christmas stuff. So the year in review, war fighting is the Army's top priority. Our soldiers prove they are ready to fight and win at home and abroad by showcasing advanced warfighting skills and securing the nation. And we can read some more right here at army.mil. The year in review, warfighting is the Army's top priority. And from Washington, the United States Army soldiers proved the most lethally combat-ready force in the world in 2025, from showcasing advanced warfighting capabilities and tactics, securing and defending the nation from within our borders, to proving our skills in international conflict. There is no doubt the U.S. Army's training prepares soldiers to fight and win. Improved capabilities, exercise Sabre Junction, an annual training exercise conducted in the rigorous mountain terrain of eastern Germany, with 15 allied nations tested every single warfighting function in tough, realistic simulations. Never has this type of coordinated training been more prescient to large-scale combat operations preparation, and the soldiers of USAREUR AF definitely rose to the occasion. The Army has spent all year perfecting its counter-unmanned aerial system defense capabilities through a series of events known as Project Flytrap. The most recent iteration was mid-November in Germany, where air defense soldiers, procurement specialists, and commercial vendors joined to test innovative systems designed to detect, discriminate, and/or defeat air threats. In the spirit of competition, Project Flytrap 4.5 provided a $350,000 cash prize to 4 participants who presented the most innovative designs. And a lethal warfighter must be physically fit, something the Army has always known and taken seriously. In advance of Secretary of War Pete Hegseth's September 30th speech to senior military leadership, the Army had already overhauled its physical fitness testing system. On June 1st, a leaner, more combat-focused Army fitness test officially replaced its former test, ensuring Army warriors are more prepared for future combat. To double down on its commitment to physical fitness, soldiers scoring exceptionally well on the Army fitness test are now exempt from meeting body fat standards. And protecting the homeland. Under the orders of President Donald Trump, this year saw the mobilization of Army National Guard troops nationwide to protect major cities from unrest. Los Angeles, California, Portland, Oregon, and Chicago, Illinois have all hosted or are preparing to host Commander-in-Chief directed forces to ensure the safety and security of all Americans during a tumultuous time. Protecting our own backyard is imperative to ensuring the Army can defend the nation abroad. Further, the Army established Joint Task Force Southern Border under U.S. NORTHCOM, led by the 10th Mountain Division, and quickly established 4 new national defense areas along the U.S. southern border. The Army is responsible for NDAs in New Mexico and West Texas, while the Air Force controls the South Texas NDA and the Navy an NDA in Yuma, Arizona. Approximately 8,500 forces have been attached to JTF-SB since its creation, leading to a more secure and defended southern U.S. border. The Army National Guard continued its dedication to providing swift and precise assistance when called upon within 24 hours of President Trump's August 11th call to transform Washington, D.C. Joint Task Force D.C. Safe and Beautiful has already cleaned up the city with the Metro Police Department and civilian leadership across the district, while also providing crucial security assistance and devoted personal care to the residents and visitors of the nation's capital. And also battle-tested soldiers. Australia hosted Exercise Talisman Sabre 25, a biennial multinational event from July to August, resulting in some of the most spectacular battle-ready effects heretofore seen. Soldiers worked alongside Australian Defence Force and 18 other nations to execute military and special operations on land, sea, and air. For the first time on the Australian mainland, soldiers conducted a high-mobility artillery rocket system launch, signaling a new era in modern Army combat effectiveness. To the west, the Typhon mid-range missile system was launched against a maritime target, another first-time victory for the U.S. Army. On the evening of Monday, June 23rd, 44 soldiers remained on Al Udeid Air Base, Qatar. Base officials had received reports of possible Iranian counterstrikes following Operation Midnight Hammer's successful destruction of key nuclear facilities. When the alarm sounded, round after round of Patriot missiles effectively destroyed the inbound Iranian missiles, marking the largest single Patriot engagement in U.S. military history, according to U.S. Air Force General Dan Kane, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And celebrating our past, demonstrations of our combat power marked the U.S. Army's 250th birthday during a year-long celebration. Highlighting victory in combat events over the past 250 years, the U.S. Army showcased the evolution of our strength from the Revolutionary War through the global war on terror. Modern technology and equipment heavily featured in the birthday parade in Washington, D.C. The famed Golden Knights parachute team completed a precision jump. The Army Birthday Fitness Challenge on the National Mall demonstrated exceptional soldier physical strength, and 250 soldiers were re-enlisted into continued Army service by the President of the United States. And finally, a major headline for 2025 was the redesignation of several U.S. Army installations across the country. Most notably, Fort Bragg, previously named Fort Liberty, was redesignated in honor of PFC. I'm trying to remember what the acronym PFC. Roland L. Bragg, a World War II paratrooper who earned the Silver Star. Once again, Army aviators will train and perfect their craft at Fort Rucker, formerly Fort Novosil. Named for Army Captain Edward W. Rucker, Jr., an aviation pioneer and pilot in World War I. A great place is once again Fort Hood after World War I hero Colonel Robert Benjamin Hood. The Combined Arms Support Command now calls Fort Lee home, celebrating Buffalo Soldier and Medal of Honor recipient Private Fitz Lee. The former Fort Barfoot is now Fort Pickett for World War II First Lieutenant Vernon W. Pickett. Fort Gordon is now named after Medal of Honor recipient Master Sergeant Gary I. Gordon, who served in the Battle of Mogadishu. World War II Silver Star recipient General James H. Polk lends his name to the redesignated Fort Polk. Finally, Fort A.P. Hill is now named after 3 Civil War Medal of Honor recipients, Lieutenant Colonel Edward Hill, First Sergeant Robert A. Penn, and Private Bruce Anderson. And there you go, man. All the updates for the U.S. Army for 2025, man. It was a hell of a year for the Army, hell of a year for the military in general. And we're going to start on the Christmas stuff. So U.S. Southern Command The holiday season is here, and Santa is getting ready for his big night. Keep an eye on NORAD's Santa Tracker and join the fun as we follow his journey around the world. Don't mind if I do. So we're going to get this open. It should be live right now. Of course it's live. It's Christmas Eve. All right, man, here we go. Where's Santa? Let's see where Santa's at right now. Let me full screen this. He is flying over the ocean. He's heading to Greenland in 8 minutes and 41 seconds. He's already delivered 5.158 billion presents. And I just left Phillipsburg, St. Martin in the Caribbean. So, yep, he's heading across the ocean to Greenland. And let's get a look as to where he's going. I think I could do, yeah, here we go. All right, yeah, I don't know why it was upside down, but it was upside down. Yeah, man, he's heading way up, way up. Oh, come on. It's spinning me. Okay, it's because he's centered. I think it's obviously it's been a year since I played around with this. But, yeah, anyway. Yeah, I'm sure that there's controls over here. I know these are snapshots. Switch to the follow Santa camera. Okay, to automatically follow his route. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, now it's going to zoom back in. Oops. Okay, so now, so that's going to allow me to move it around by unclicking that red box. And let me try this. All right, zoom out. Let me shift back north, maybe. All right, whatever. I'm not going to play around with it too much because there's a lot to get to. But anyway, that's where Santa's at currently. I'll check on it probably in like maybe 20 minutes or so. And we'll see where he ends up. Yeah, he's definitely not covered the United States yet. There's no way that he's already covered the U.S. at this point. Yeah, certainly not. Nope. Yeah, see, he's covered everywhere else. There we go. I was like, why the hell is this thing not? There we go. Very finicky. Yeah, he's already covered China. All this happened earlier today. Santa usually starts way out here in the South Pacific. I don't know if it'll actually give a time, like Eastern time, when he showed up. Oh no, this is all Wikipedia stuff. That's right. I forgot they did that. All right. So let me go back to where Santa's at, and then we'll move on to the next thing. And I will keep this over here on the tab, and we'll move on to the next thing. But first, the Christmas Times. Breaking news, Santa spotted packing sleigh. And again, that's from U.S. Southern Command. And moving on to the Department of War. The NORAD Santa mission is in full effect. Brush up on your FAQs. Learn the specs of Santa's sleigh and keep watch on the countdown clock as our military helps make St. Nick's journey successful with NORAD Tracks Santa from war.gov. Got the fighter jets up there with Santa Claus right now. That's freaking awesome, man. It's very cool. So yeah, this is on war.gov/spotlight/NORAD Tracks Santa. The North American Aerospace Defense Command tracks every aircraft that flies over North America, keeping our airspace secure all year. Since 1955, NORAD has been tracking a certain magical sleigh in December following Santa on his around-the-world journey from the North Pole. And it looks like they've got some articles. I believe I actually have this one already in my list of stuff to go through. So you can also call NORAD, NORAD Track Santa, by calling 1-877-HINORAD, 1-877-HI-NORAD. And you can call them and ask them where Santa's at, and they'll tell you where Santa's at, like where he just came from, where he's going. So yeah, so they provide the phone number. I believe they've been doing that by phone for many years also, maybe even going back to the 50s. Okay, so from Pete Hegseth, fully authorized uniform modification. Merry Christmas to our warriors, America's best. Wearing the Santa hats. There you go. Very cool. Fully authorized. 46,000 likes. All right, moving on to Interior Museum, wishing you and yours all the joys of the holiday season. The museum reopens on Monday, December 29th, and we look forward to seeing you then. And they have a quote, Symbols of Freedom, Season of Lights 3 by Thomas Kincaid. That's the painting here. Collection of the Interior Museum, OSAC 02641. This signed limited edition print was presented to the Department of the Interior Secretary Gail Norton in 2004. It depicts the National Christmas Tree in President's Park, managed by the National Park Service. And we've got this from NIFA, the National Institute of Food and Agriculture. And they say, let's see, I'm not sure which, WSU CAHNRS. So that's WSU College of Agricultural, Human, and Natural Resource Sciences. Also University of Florida, of course. Scientists conducted sensory panels to inform research for improved holiday furs that can grow fast, appeal to consumers, and stand up to a month or more of display. So they were doing some research on furs to see if they can, I guess, develop the ultimate Christmas tree for Christmas trees, I guess. So this fall, volunteer panelists on opposite sides of the country popped open small containers and inhaled the sometimes spicy, often not nostalgic odor of 6 different Christmas tree species. The sensory panels conducted by scientists at the Washington State University School of Food Science and simultaneously at the University of Florida inform research for improved holiday furs that can grow fast, appeal to consumers, and stand up to a month or more of display. Quote, we're asking these trees to do a lot of different things, said WSU Regents Professor Carolyn Ross. They must not only retain their aroma, but have a nice shape, keep their needles, and meet growers' and consumers' needs. She led the WSU aroma test in which panelists were asked to smell and examine small cuttings of Fraser, Noble, Balsam, Concolor, Nordman, and Trojan firs, then rate their perceptions and preferences. The results still being compiled could help reveal regional differences in preferred tree varieties and drive future commercial breeding and planting decisions. Hey, man, how cool is that? All right, rolling on to the United States Space Force. From our leadership to you, happy holidays. Thank you to every guardian and family member for your commitment to our mission, especially those standing watch over the holidays. We hope you each find time to relax, recharge, and enjoy this special time with loved ones. Semper Supra.
Sir, before Simsif and Mrs. Bentavania arrive, Santa needs your signature on the final naughty and nice list.
All right, let's take a look. Huh. Looks like Chief Bentavania finally got off the naughty list.
Yes, sir. Better late than never.
Approved.
Well, there you go.
Well, sir, happy holidays. It's time for a gift exchange again. We got you something I think you're really going to like.
Terrific.
Here you go.
It's not another world's best boss mug, is it?
Well, they didn't get me off the naughty list last year, so we got something a little better this year.
All right.
Right.
All right. Dry erase. Dad jokes. A couple of my favorite things.
Awesome. We did that.
Well done.
Hey, Palace. We also got y'all something as well. I think you're really gonna love it.
Oh, Kevin, look, another copy of the Space Prospector. Thanks, sir.
You can't have too many of those.
Another copy.
To all our guardians, your dedication and achievements this year have been extraordinary. You've all made the nice list.
Thank you to each of you and your families for your commitment and sacrifices. You are what makes the Space Force mission possible.
And now is the time to recharge, relax, and cherish moments with those who matter most. You've earned it, and then some.
Happy holidays and warm wishes from our Space Force family to yours.
Semper Supra!
Semper Supra. Okay, from the Space Force. And we're going to roll on to Office of the Secretary of the Air Force. Wishing all of our airmen and guardians, civilians, and their families a wonderful holiday season.
Hi everyone, I'm Troy Mink, Secretary of the Air Force.
And I'm Undersecretary Matt Lohmeyer.
And we wanted to wish a happy holiday to all of our airmen, guardians, and civilians, and their families.
As we look back on our first year together, we also wanted to express how proud we are of what you've accomplished this year.
And whether it's executing real-world operations like Midnight Hammer or conducting our largest exercise in 40 years, you've shown that it's our people who make the magic happen.
So our wish this holiday season is that you take some time to celebrate, relax, and enjoy the holidays with your loved ones.
So stay safe this winter. We'll see you all in 2026.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Okay, so anyway, U.S. Navy. Santa's on the flight deck. Nimitz-class aircraft carrier USS George H.W. Bush CVN-77 conducts flight operations in the Atlantic Ocean December 12th of 2025. The George H.W. Bush Carrier Strike Group is underway for group sail its first integrated at-sea training phase. This event is designed to increase the strike group's tactical proficiency and lethality across all domains, meeting Navy and joint warfighting requirements. It looks like they got Santa up there. Santa Claus helping out with the fighter jets. Very cool. That's cool that they're having fun with it. Having fun on for the Christmas season. I bet they do that every year, though. That's pretty cool. All right, U.S. Department of Energy. What we're blasting this Christmas season. All I want for Christmas is you. Beautiful, clean coal. Beautiful, clean coal. And the U.S. Marshal Service, the men and women of the United States Marshal Service wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas from the U.S. Marshals. And then moving on to the travel at the State Department. Happy holidays from our Travel Gov family to yours. Merry Christmas. And they've got an image of the passport. And U.S. Department of the Interior. Looks like Rudolph might have some serious competition this year. Who needs a red nose when you've got this kind of hang time? Photo courtesy of Alex Walchak. Wow. That is a hell of a leap. Okay, U.S. Marines. Message to the force. CMC Marine Corps and USMC Sergeant Major wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to every Marine, sailor, and civilian Marine, and to your families. Thank you for your service, sacrifice, and steadfast commitment to our nation. Whether deployed, standing watch at home, or spending time with loved ones, Marines continue to exemplify honor, courage, and commitment. The Marine Corps wishes all a safe, peaceful, and meaningful holiday season. Semper Fidelis. Give this a watch.
Marines.
The Marines.
Sergeant Major Ruiz and I want to take a moment to wish you and your families a happy holiday season as we close out this historic year for our Corps.
This year, we commemorated 250 years of service with countless celebrations in communities worldwide. Simultaneously, we upheld our legacy with more than 32,000 Marines forward deployed across the globe, reinforcing that we are no better friend, no worse enemy.
We did it all, from operations on the southern border to exercises with key allies and partners, from the Indo-Pacific to the High North. At the same time, our Marine Expeditionary Units continue to deploy, providing our nation's leaders with fast, flexible options, training alongside regional partners, delivering disaster relief, and supporting real-world operations.
We owe the success of these missions and the execution of our daily operations to each of you, the individual Marine. You remain our most valuable asset, and your commitment to the Corps was evident when we shattered retention records this year, meeting our 2026 goal in the first month of the fiscal year. The Commandant and I want to personally thank you for choosing to stay in our tribe. As the holiday season approaches, we encourage you to take this well-earned time to recharge and be with your loved ones.
Whether you're serving forward or here at home this holiday season, thank you for standing the watch and for carrying our legacy into every corner of the world. You show our nation the strength of the Corps and remind our adversaries exactly what a United States Marine represents. Happy holidays and Semper Fidelis.
Semper Fidelis from the U.S. Marines. And we've got this from the U.S. Department of Education. On the 12th day of Christmas, Trump McMahon gave to thee 12 months of making education great again. That's the last one. I think I showed almost all of these. I believe I missed a couple over the weekend, but, I don't do the swamp over the weekend. All right. Department of Education. And this comes from the Joint Staff, a holiday message from the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and the SEAC.
Teammates, as we enter this holiday season, the SEAC and I want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for your unwavering commitment to our nation. From the seabed to space and across every domain, your dedication ensures our freedoms remain secure.
To all of our soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, guardians, and Coast Guardsmen, whether you're at home or deployed far from it, you and your families represent the absolute best of our nation. Your service and your sacrifices did not go unnoticed.
This time of the year is about family and fellowship. For those of you standing the watch around the globe, know how proud we are of you and your families. We see and appreciate your service every single day.
The strength of our joint force is built on people and the bonds that we forge together. This holiday season, take joy in the camaraderie that defines us and our awesome joint team.
And as we remember those members of our team that are out there deployed right now, let's also never forget our fallen and their families who show us what real courage and grit looks like.
We are incredibly proud to serve alongside all of you. From all of us here on the Joint Staff, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a joyful holiday season.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and never forget the fallen. And from Secretary Sean Duffy, love actually is all around us. We hope you have a wonderful time reuniting with your families this season. Merry Christmas Eve.
Whenever I get gloomy with the state of the world, I think about the arrivals gate at Heathrow Airport. General opinion's starting to make out that we live in a world of hatred and greed. But I don't see that. Seems to me that love is everywhere. Often it's not particularly dignified or newsworthy, but it's always
especially
there.
at the airport.
Fathers and sons, mothers and
Lots of
daughters,
hugs.
husbands
Every
and
day
wives,
at the airport.
boyfriends, girlfriends, old friends. When the planes hit the Twin Towers, as far as I know, none of the phone calls from the people on board were messages of hate or revenge. They were all messages of love. If you look for it, I've got a sneaky feeling you'll find that love actually is all around.
Love is all around, especially at our international airports. And again, Secretary Sean Duffy. Moving on to the National Guard. These New York National Guard airmen will be helping track Santa Claus on his important mission tonight. Will you be following along with NORAD Santa? Yeah. And speaking of which, let me see. Oh, no, that's not it. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Here we go. Oh, yeah, it's flying over Greenland right now. You zoom out. Heading to Alert Nunavut in Canada in 1 minute and 2 seconds. That's the newest province in Canada, Nunavut. I think, what was it called before? I think like Northern Territories or something like that. I think they split it into two, or I don't know. Maybe I got that wrong. But anyway, yeah, man. Santa, he's actually heading pretty close to back home. He's getting pretty close to up there. All right, moving on to U.S. Central Command. A message from Admiral Brad Cooper and Susan Cooper. Let's take a listen to this. Or maybe I'll have to read it. We wish our service members, civilians, and families a warm and joyful holiday season. While this time of year affords quality time with family and friends for many, we know that some are unable. To our deployed troops defending the nation and to their families back home, know that you are in our thoughts. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Admiral Brad Cooper and Susan Cooper. And rolling on to Federal Bureau of Prisons. Even the prison system is wishing us a Merry Christmas. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from the prison system. And moving on to America 250, a Treaty of Ghent ended the War of 1812, restoring pre-war borders and reopening peaceful relations between the United States and Great Britain. No land gained, no land lost. Christmas Eve in 1814 brought peace on earth to America. And it was signed on December 24th of 1814. The Treaty of Ghent ended the War of 1812. American and British diplomats restored pre-war borders and agreed to resume peaceful relations. The treaty was formally ratified 2 months later. And rolling on to Bill Hagerty. On this Christmas Eve, we reflect on the miracle of Christ's birth. The moment hope entered the world. May our hearts be filled with gratitude, peace, and the light of Jesus. Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah, the Lord. Luke chapter 2, verse 11. And from the U.S. Department of Labor, Matthew chapter 1, verse 23, the adoration of the shepherds, Guido Reni. And that's the painting that is from Guido, maybe it's Guido Reni. Okay, moving on to the White House. From President Trump, Merry Christmas. Pretty simple, straight to the point. President Trump wishing us all a Merry Christmas. And from the Department of Defense Office of the Inspector General, from all of us here at the DoD OIG, we wish you and yours happy holidays. And happy holidays. I think it's Department of Defense, I thought, right? DOD? Yeah. Department of Defense. I mean, it's the War Department now, though. So I'm surprised they haven't changed that yet. All right, so Department of War, CTO. And that is the Office of the Undersecretary of War for Research and Engineering. All I want for Christmas is you to join the AI revolution. And you can join the AI revolution at techforce.gov if you're interested in getting a career in AI and working for the swamp, the federal government. U.S. Department of the Interior, it's the people who make the season bright. Wishing you a joyful Christmas from the interior.
Merry Christmas to all of you.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas from the Department of the Interior. See, that would have been the background music that I would have preferred to play for the background for this show, although I'm sure it's copyrighted. I'd almost guarantee that's copyrighted. All right, so anyway, GOP, the Grand Old Party, Merry Christmas from Chairman Gruters. And he's got a statement here. I guess we'll just hear him out.
Hello. This
Hello.
is RNC Chairman Joe Gruters.
Yes, you
Christmas is the time we all get a chance to slow down, unwind, and celebrate with friends and loved ones.
Right, you are, Joe.
I hope you will take this time to reflect on the true meaning of the season and cherish these precious moments together. This holiday season, thanks to the leadership of President Trump and Republicans, wages are up and prices are finally coming down, bringing relief to many Americans. While there's still work to do, I know we're all grateful to have less stress and more on the table and under the tree this year. From my family and everyone here at the Republican National Committee, I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays.
Oops, I'm muted.
Hello.
Hello. All right. So I guess we can move on to the next one. I did come across one from Governor Tim Walz, and there were a couple other Democrats. So I thought about including some of the Democrat politicians with their happy holidays, because they're not going to say Merry Christmas. But I figured I would just skip those because they're just going to be full of a bunch of backhanded Christmas wishes, or I'm sorry, happy holidays wishes. So anyway, from the U.S. Coast Guard wishes you a happy holiday. To our maritime fighting force at home or on watch, we thank you for your service, sacrifice, and everything you do to make America safe. Happy holidays. And we got this from DNI Tulsi Gabbard. Last week at ODNI Gov, we came together in the spirit of Christmas to express our gratitude and recognize some of the great work our teammates are doing to keep the American people safe, secure, and free. Merry Christmas to all. And from HHS, he's checking the labels, he's skipping the dyes, he's choosing real food and a healthier life. And this is from Secretary Kennedy. Maha, Santa is coming to town. Let's check this out.
I'm busy, Mama. It's almost Christmas.
Who ever heard of a skinny Santa? Eat, eat.
Uh-oh. What? I gotta get healthy. Of course, this is the wonderful work of AI. Not sure what it's being rendered with. or what's generating it. I don't know if it's like Grok or I don't know. Okay. Hey, it's gonna eat the carrot instead.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everyone!
Make America healthy again. Well, there you go. From Secretary Kennedy, making America healthy again. And heading to the next one from TSA, trusted by millions. Hearing from the people we serve means everything. Thank you to these travelers who shared their appreciation, and thank you to our officers across the country for their dedication to keeping your journeys safe.
Happy holidays, everyone. Thanks, TSA, for everything you do.
Thank you, TSA. Go Lions. Feliz Navidad, TSA.
Happy holidays. Thank you, TSA, for keeping us safe.
Merry Christmas, TSA. We appreciate all that you do.
Merry Christmas to everybody at TSA, and hope you have a happy new year.
Thank you, TSA, for keeping us safe, and I hope you and your family enjoy your holidays.
There you go, from the TSA. And U.S. Department of Education. Oh, they almost cheated. I got them on here twice. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and across the nation, we're ending bureaucracy and improving education. Oh, there's no sound. Okay, that's all right. Hopefully the background music's coming in. Because this year, the gift we're sharing across the lands is putting education power back in the state and local hands. Back in state and local hands. All right, Department of Education. Moving on to Tim Scott. Oh, come let us adore him. All right. That was lovely. And from I-Corps, the North Pole's other delivery team. Soldiers with the 11th Airborne Division conducted their annual toy drop at Malamute Drop Zone ahead of Christmas week. Malamute, maybe? Malamute? I don't know. All right, but anyway, Operation Toy Drop. That's very cool. Awesome, man. Very, very cool. The annual toy drop, rather. Okay, U.S. Coast Guard, Riverine Coastal Offshore. So they kind of cheated too. I got them on here twice also. Building on centuries of experience, the U.S. Coast Guard boat drivers have honed their craft in the most complex environments, from interdicting narco-terrorists on the high seas to saving lives in the heaviest surf to defending America's ports and waterways from evolving threats. We train the best in the world. As we modernize through Force Design 2028, our maritime fighting force is complementing state-of-the-art assets with proficiency built on generations. They got some hashtags with U.S. Coast Guard, World's Best Maritime Security, We Own the Sea, and at Department of Homeland Security. And they even have a video here.
What makes Coast Guard tactical boat crews the best in the world?
Tactical boat crew.
The level of drive.
Holy shit. Damn. Dude, it seems like the Coast Guard gets left out of the conversation a lot. That would be badass to be in the Coast Guard. It looks like an absolute blast. All right, so Agricultural Research Service from 3 hours ago. I think almost all of these are from today. I mean, obviously they are because it's Christmas Eve. Thank you to our farmers for making the holidays magical. And that's a very cool image that they shared. Magical holidays. Probably AI too, right? That would be my guess, but I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe somebody created that from scratch. Okay, from the FAA. Here at the FAA, we are keeping the skies safe for passengers and Santa. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Santa 1225, climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Be advised, area of heavy snowfall to your south. No traffic in the vicinity.
Santa 1225, not a creature is stirring, not even a mouse. Looks like a silent night. Thanks, FAA, for guarding my sleigh tonight. And you too, Rudolph. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
From the Federal Aviation Administration. And this comes from the White House. Merry Christmas and make America great again. Oh, yeah.
It's so lovely. You deserve a home like this to spend Christmas in.
Okay, that was pretty good. Whoever had that idea, that was on point. Which that just happens to be the movie that I'm going to be putting on as soon as this show is done. And this comes from TSA. Okay, so we got another one from TSA as well. There's just one thing we need you to know. Our officers are not only keeping you safe this holiday season, but also taking the time to spread some Christmas cheer. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. This is a different one. I played the TSA carolers at BWI Airport. They had another video that they had shared. It was either on Monday or it might have been yesterday, but I shared that on the Swamp this week so far. So we've got another one from them.
Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you.
All right, but that actually just happened to be the song that they also sang the other day. She's got a fantastic singing voice. All right, Homeland Security. On behalf of the Department of Homeland Security, Merry Christmas. Christ is born.
On behalf of the men and women of ICE, I would like to say Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season.
And on behalf of all the personnel, officers, agents, and mission support in U.S. Customs and Border Protection, wish you a Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
On behalf of our transportation security officers across our airports, our federal air marshals, and the entire TSA team, wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
On behalf of the United States Coast Guard, Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah.
On behalf of U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, I want to wish all of you and your loved ones a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and a very Happy New Year.
On behalf of the United States Secret Service, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
On behalf of FEMA, Merry Christmas.
On behalf of CISA, Merry Christmas.
On behalf of the Office of Intelligence and Analysis, Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah.
On behalf of all the men and women at the Federal Law Enforcement Training Centers, Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah.
Merry Christmas. May God richly bless you, bring you home safely, and be with you and your families.
Such a breath of fresh air that the Swamp is finally going back to saying Merry Christmas again. From Homeland Security, Merry Christmas, America. Oh, I forgot to put my background music back on. We are blessed to share a nation and a savior.
All alone I watch the quiet drain. Wonder if it's gonna snow again. Silent night, holy night. I was praying you'd be here with me, but Christmas Eve ain't what it used to be. Whoa. Silent night, oh yeah, holy night. If you were beside me, then I could hear angels, and I'd give you rainbows for Christmas. Somewhere far away the sleigh bells ring. I remember when we used to sing, whoa, silent night, oh yeah, holy night.
And from the crew of Apollo, we close with good night.
Merry Christmas.
Good luck, a Merry Christmas,
and God bless all of you on this good earth.
Yeah, man, very cool. That's probably going to be my favorite one. That was full of nostalgia. I don't even know where to begin with that one. So, okay, so anyway, rapid response 47. The president speaks with an 8-year-old North Carolina girl who wants to know if Santa will be mad if she doesn't leave him cookies. I think he won't get mad, but I think he'll be very disappointed. Santa tends to be a little on the cherubic side. Not familiar with that word.
Mr. President, we're passing you to Savannah. She's 8 years old, and she's from Salisbury, North Carolina.
Good. Hi, how are you? Merry Christmas.
It is. Yes, correct.
Hi, how are you doing? Okay?
Christmas to you and your family.
Yes.
Oh, that's
How
good.
about you?
I'm fine. You sound so beautiful and cute. How old are you?
I'm 8.
Wow, so smart. You sound so smart. So do you have a question for Santa, or do you want to know anything about Santa?
So I do have another question.
Go ahead.
So, I don't know. So will Santa ever get mad if we don't leave him out any cookies?
Is that it?
This was getting good. No, go ahead, say it again, honey. Go ahead.
I don't think he caught it.
Will Santa ever get mad?
Will Santa ever get mad if we don't leave him out any cookies?
I think he won't get mad, but I think he'll be very disappointed. You know, he tends to be a little bit on the cherubic side. You know what cherubic means? A little on the heavy side. I think Santa would like some cookies. You'd like to leave some cookies for Santa, right?
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
But you're not going to forget. You'll leave some. I would leave them. I think Santa has a serious appetite.
Yes.
Right? And it's so good to talk to you. Are you looking for something specific from Santa? What would you like to have as a present?
Are you waiting for Santa?
I don't think they go for anything.
Right, that's nice, honey. Well, you just take care of yourself. North Carolina is a great place. It's a great place.
Yes.
And you're surrounded by great people and great parents, and say hello to them, okay?
He will be very hungry when he
Okay.
Thank you, honey. Take care of yourself. Good. Say hello to Santa if you should see him. Goodbye. Bye.
Goodbye.
All right, that was funny. That was pretty cute. Okay, so this is from the U.S. Department of Labor. Have a Merry Christmas, America. Let's take a look at this.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Next year all our troubles will be miles away. So have yourself a merry little Christmas.
All right, Department of Labor. That was a very nice one. And from the GOP 3 hours ago, and the angels said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you was born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. Luke chapter 2, verses 10 through 11, KJV. And from NASA History Office, which we already got a taste of this, but that's all right. We can do this one. Merry Christmas and God bless all of you on the good earth. Astronauts orbited the moon for the first time in history on Christmas Eve in 1968. On their fourth orbit, they captured the sight of the Earth rising over the moon's horizon, a photo dubbed Earthrise. That is awesome. It was very cool. Yeah, they didn't land on the moon that year. They didn't land until July of 1969. But yeah, just like the Artemis missions, what they're doing right now, the Artemis 2 mission, they're going to orbit the moon just like they did in 1968, where they grabbed this picture. They're going to orbit the moon next spring, and they're going to return to Earth. And I think it's in 2027, they're going to head back to the moon and actually land on it next time after that, which would be Artemis 3. So anyway, from the White House, 3 hours ago, President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump speak to American children on Christmas Eve through NORAD Santa Calls. Track Santa as he arrives to the United States, which I have been doing. Let's do one more check, see where he might be right now. He's over in Europe. Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. He's in Canada. See, this whole thing's all backwards. Anyway, Charlottetown, Prince Edward just went there. Now he's going to Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada in 25 seconds. Yeah, see, it's tilting and turning all over the place. It threw me off for a second. I was like, wait a minute. I think that's ain't Europe. He's up in Canada right now. Yeah, you already took care of Europe. All right, so let's take a look at this one. It's about.
And what do you want from Santa?
I don't know if we already did this call.
That's a hard one. For me, I probably most want a Kindle this year.
You want what?
I think you said a Kindle.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good. Well, you must be a high IQ person. We need more high IQ people in the country. So, we definitely need more high IQ.
The genes come to
That has a tracker on him.
Oh, that was Melania talking in the background in the last video.
We want to make sure that Santa is being good.
I was wondering who kept talking in the background
sure
in the last video.
He's not infiltrated, that we're not infiltrating into our country a bad Santa. So we found out that Santa is good. Santa loves you. Santa loves Oklahoma like I do. You know, Oklahoma was very good to me in the election.
Yeah.
So I love Oklahoma. Don't
always
ever
good
leave
to President
Oklahoma,
Trump.
Okay?
Okay, I'll try.
Okay, I'll try. I'll do my best. All right, so, and I'm going to finish this off with the White House. President Trump participates in NORAD Santa Calls. Wasn't sure how long this episode of The Swamp was going to go for, so I put this last because it goes on for a little while. So I figured I'd play maybe just a few minutes of it and then just wrap up the show with this. And let's see. So yeah, Melania Trump sitting next to President Trump, the First Lady and the President.
First Lady, speak to the children.
Wait, should I play my background music? Yeah, I'll play the background music. It's a little awkwardly quiet while they wait for the next phone call.
Hello.
Well, thank you very much, General. Very good. We have the First Lady here. And I think she'll be answering calls separately, actually. She'll be talking to some, I'll be talking to some.
Before we connect you to each caller, a member of our team will briefly share the child's first name, age, and city and state where they're calling from, as well as they'll give you Santa's current location. Then there's going to be a brief pause as we connect the child's call, and then they'll be placed directly on the line with you. And then you'll hear our team let the child know that they're connected with you, the president.
That sounds great, General.
Any questions?
Well,
okay.
General,
our caller is ready for you if you are.
Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Perfect.
Mr. President,
yes.
I am now connecting you to Anastasia, who is 4 years old, and Jasper, who is 10 years old. They live in Sepulta, Oklahoma. And
okay, so we heard that one.
is currently headed for Prague, Czech Republic.
Oh, very good.
Oh.
That's very exciting. Good. Let me have them.
Hello?
So yeah, that phone number that I shared earlier, if you called at just the right time, and if you have young children, you might have been lucky enough to have been connected with President Trump or the First Lady.
Hello, Fred.
The president.
How are you?
It's the president.
Hello, everybody. Hi.
Merry Christmas.
I love Oklahoma, by the way.
Did you leave some?
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. Hi. Merry Christmas. Thank you very much, honey. Very much. Very happy Christmas and Happy New Year to you.
Do you know where he's flying over?
Thank you.
Do you have a question to ask?
you have a
He's
question?
over Germany right now. So
What's your question?
2 hours and he will be.
Yeah, Milani said he's over Germany right now.
They ain't got the time.
Yes. What did you ask Santa to bring you?
Go ahead, and you can take your time.
Oh, wow.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
it's the 4-year-old, right?
on him.
Yes.
Right.
I hope he will.
Yeah.
He said, how come Santa has a tracker on him?
Okay.
Well, we track Santa all over the world. We want to make sure that Santa is being good. Santa's a very good person. We want to make sure that he's not infiltrating.
And safe.
That we're not infiltrating into our country a bad Santa. So we found out that Santa is good.
Thank you. Bye.
Santa loves you. Santa loves Oklahoma like I do. You know, Oklahoma was very good to me in the election.
Yeah, we got to
So I
track
love
Santa
Oklahoma.
extra carefully as
Don't
he
ever leave
traverses the
Oklahoma,
Middle East.
okay?
You know, have you ever seen that episode from South Park where they hit him with a freaking a bazooka or whatever, grenade launcher?
You want to ask when Santa's going to be here? Okay, ready? Yeah. Okay, when is Santa going to be here?
Santa's going to be here.
Well, Santa's going to stop over tonight, leave you a lot of beautiful presents, like really beautiful presents. What do you want more than anything else? What present would you like?
Hello, Emily. Hello. Merry Christmas.
Wow, a dollhouse. Wow.
Yeah, there you go. That was a
I
good
think we
answer.
can work that out. I have a feeling, Mommy, that we can work that out, right?
Family.
I think Santa's going to bring you the most beautiful dollhouse you've ever seen, okay? Let me know how good the dollhouse is, but we owe
Yeah,
a lot
Mom
to
better
Santa.
have gotten him a
so
dollhouse or got her a
I think
dollhouse.
Santa will fulfill your wish,
I
okay?
look forward to it too. So.
Hopefully, Dad's not having a
Take care of
OMG
yourself.
moment.
Merry Christmas. Say hello to Oklahoma. We love Oklahoma, okay? Thank you.
All right, Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you, darling. Thank you very much. Okay, next.
Emily, you hear me?
I figure you should hear some of this, otherwise you're not going to know what's going on.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And she's very good at not listening to this. She's very focused. First Lady is very focused.
I mean, did they always not put him on speakerphone?
Okay, you can go ahead. Next
Like
one.
when the past presidents did it,
General?
did we not get to hear what they were saying? I figured they would have put him on speakerphone.
Yes, Mr. President, we're about to drop the next one into your line.
Yes, so I think it's best if they go to sleep. Emily, it's best if you go to sleep, and then Santa will arrive to your house.
I mean, I assume
Do you
that
like
they.
this
I mean,
better,
this.
hearing
I
it?
doubt this is on
Better
like
for
cable
the
television. But I'm assuming that past presidents they've
And she's
probably
able
put a
to
camera
focus
on
totally
here and
without listening
had him
to
take
it.
calls, but maybe
At
not.
least this way you know what's happening.
Maybe they just had a photographer taking pictures or something.
Mr. President,
Okay, go ahead.
I don't recall ever seeing this before. I mean, I knew that the president. It's part of the Christmas tradition that they take calls from NORAD. I knew that they've been doing that, but.
Years old, and she's from Salisbury, North Carolina.
Good. Good.
All
Hi.
right, so we
how
got the
are
North
you?
Carolina one
Mary?
too. So let me skip a little bit and see if we can get another
From
one.
Anthony, Kansas.
Good.
And Santa is currently in Sweden.
Okay. Santa's in Sweden.
Hello?
You
Hi.
are now connected with the President of the United States.
Hi. How are you?
Where's Santa? How long until Santa will be?
Okay, well, Santa's now in Sweden. So Santa's got quite a trip to get to your great area, your great part of the world, because you live in a terrific place. But I would say Santa will make it in record time, probably in about 5 hours. 5 hours from now, Santa will be coming down your chimney and have a beautiful present for you. What would you like Santa to bring?
Not cool.
Not coal.
No, you don't want coal. Well, coal is, you mean clean, beautiful coal. I had to do that, I'm sorry.
That was too easy.
Coal is clean and beautiful. Please remember that.
Not
At all
coal. That was an
costs.
amazing answer.
But you don't want clean, beautiful coal, right?
No.
No.
What would you like?
No.
Barbie, the American Girl doll.
Barbie? Okay. Well, you'll get that, I'm sure. What else? Anything else?
Clothes.
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 Good. That's good.
That's boring.
Candy.
You don't like
Candy,
clothes.
well, candy is good.
Yeah, candy.
Candy is good. Do you eat candy? Do you eat much candy?
No.
Well, you eat as much as you want. Be healthy, okay? But Santa's gonna be there in about 5 hours, leaving Sweden right now. He's taking care of Sweden, leaving right now, okay?
Okay.
And he's gonna have beautiful presents. And say hello to your mom and dad, okay, honey?
Okay.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Take care of yourself. Sounds like you have a beautiful daughter. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.
Hello?
It's fun, right? Yes.
Another one down.
Howard?
This is America.
Yes?
This is America.
Okay,
God
I'm
bless
ready,
America.
General. See, she just keeps storming through.
She's just rolling through them one at a time.
That's good.
Hello, Walker. Hi. Hi, how are you?
Hey, General.
Anybody else, General? We're waiting.
Mr. President,
Do you know
coming
where
right
Santa is
Okay.
right now?
Okay.
Thank you.
Maybe they're having technical difficulties.
He's over Sweden. He's over Sweden. Yeah? Did you
Still
check
over
him?
Sweden.
Yeah.
Sorry, it takes a second to get them from line to line.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, perfect.
No
What
problem.
did you ask Santa? What do you want for Christmas?
Well, while we're waiting, let's see where Santa's at right now as of this recording.
You don't know.
This is a nice room.
Looks like he's,
time, right?
oh, heading toward Aruba.
You like the room?
Just left Puerto Rico.
So,
Nice. No ceiling height problem. Plenty of
right?
Over
Plenty
the
of room for
Caribbean
you.
right now. There we
So
go.
you'll be hungry
For your mic.
when he
Perfect
goes
view.
to your house.
Let's see.
Yeah?
Making his way
You have
further
brothers
south.
and sisters? You do? How old are you?
Heading
Brother,
toward
okay. Say hello to him.
right here, Oranjestad, Aruba.
Oh, he's very small then.
Crew.
Take
He
care
is
of
5 years
him,
old
okay?
from State College,
him a big
Pennsylvania.
I might be heading to South America
And
after
Santa
this.
currently lives for Copenhagen, Denmark.
Whoa. That's pretty good.
Merry Christmas, you too.
Hi.
Thank you.
How are you?
Thank you. Merry Christmas, Mom.
See, this is Krill.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Krill.
Bye-bye.
I'm from Pennsylvania.
Right, I know.
Pennsylvania.
No, Pennsylvania's great. We won Pennsylvania.
Sure did.
Actually, 3 times, but
Yeah.
we won
Yeah, 3
Pennsylvania.
times technically.
We won it in a landslide, so I love Pennsylvania. So Santa right now is in Copenhagen, Denmark. And he's heading toward our country.
Go away, Mom.
What would you like from Santa?
A 3D pen, and I want a grave digger, and I want science stuff, and a robot.
Well, you'll get all of it. Mom, I think he's going to get all of it, don't you think, from Santa?
Thank you. Merry Christmas, General.
I think so. He was really good.
Thank
Well, he sounds like he's good. Sounds like he's got a good mom too, right?
Yep. We love President Trump, right?
Ah, that's so nice.
Yeah.
I voted.
Oh, wow. I'll bet your mom voted properly. Well, we love that wonderful place you come from. You know, we have very good feelings about it. We did so well there, so I appreciate it, Mom. Okay? Pennsylvania's a great place. Really great place. So I want to thank you and good luck. And I hope you get everything you want, but I think Santa will come through. He's heading here from Denmark, and he should be here in about 5 hours, but you'll be sleeping, right?
Yep.
You sleep. When you wake up in the morning, you're going to be the happiest young man.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
excited.
You're excited? Well, I'm excited too, because the country's doing well. And Mom, thank you very much, okay? Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas, President Trump.
And you too and your whole family. Thank you, darling. Take care of yourself. Bye.
Thank you. Take
Bye.
care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Nice, right? Could do this
Very
all
nice.
day long. We have to get back to China, Russia, Ukraine.
Get back to business after
get
this.
back to other things, but
Yeah.
you can do this all day long. Okay, General, we're ready.
Yes, Mr. President. We'll work another one through.
Okay.
All right, maybe I'll just do one more and then I'll end the show.
4.3 GDP yesterday.
4.3.
It was 2 points more than they thought.
Spectacular.
People were shocked. The tariffs did it.
Yeah, it was like 30% higher
Tariffs
than
came
expected.
through. I said they would. Great
Yep.
numbers. Great financial
Tariffs are coming
numbers.
through.
I don't think the kids are too interested in that. I
Yeah,
think they
probably
like to
not.
talk about other things.
Santa
How
loves
you doing,
tariffs.
First Lady? Oh, look at you.
I'm waiting for a phone call.
Is this the greatest First Lady? People love our First Lady.
Definitely knows how to wear her game face, though.
Look at her. How
So it's
elegant
very
is the
elegant.
First Lady? Look at you. I'm not supposed to be doing this, you
Matt,
know.
anybody else? Are they calling?
Push one more to you right now.
They do?
Yeah,
Okay.
this will be both your last call.
Okay, perfect.
Is that her last call?
Both of you. One more.
Okay, good. General, I'm ready.
Okay, so she's already done?
Thank you, Mr. President. I think they have one coming through right now.
See, we put a general in charge because we want to make sure it works out right.
I mean, come on, they can't patch one more call into Melania.
Did you make a Christmas list? Yes?
Are you guys going back or are you going to stay here? Exciting time, right? For the country, it's exciting. We're doing well.
Yeah, record spending, by the way. It was a record year for spending for the Christmas season, over $1 trillion. Like almost $1.1 trillion were spent on Christmas this year. I don't know how people are getting their money, but they're getting their money somehow.
Mr. President,
Yes.
I have Spencer on the phone for you. He's age 10 and Beckett age 6. They're from near Tacoma, Washington.
Good.
Wow. Tacoma, Washington.
That's great. Hi, how are you both? Okay?
I love the Trump supporters up in the
Yeah,
up on the
Spencer,
left
Beckett,
coast.
You are on the phone with the President of the United States.
And you know who I have here with me? The First Lady. We have the First Lady of the United States. That's exciting. That's more exciting than the President, actually.
Yeah, okay.
That's cute. Go ahead. So, you know where Santa is. Santa is very far away, but heading to your state. Very quickly heading to your state. So, and what do you want from Santa?
That's a hard one. For me, I probably most want a Kindle this year.
You want what?
A Kindle.
Oh, wow.
Kindle.
That's pretty
Okay, yeah, I
good.
think
Well,
I
you
heard
must
this
be a
one.
high IQ person. We need more high IQ people in the country. So, we definitely need more high IQ. So,
All right, so they put one more call back to the First Lady.
I was, like the most this year. I'll gumball. I'll make a pinball machine.
no pinball machine. That's great. You know,
Oh,
Elton
man.
John, he did.
That's a very
Pinball
tall ask.
Wizard. We'll have to send you a copy of Pinball Wizard. Well,
Yeah, I
that
was gonna say,
sounds
maybe
great,
a digital
actually.
copy of a pinball machine.
So Santa's not going to let you down. Santa's
That'd be a hell of a Christmas gift.
a good Santa. Not going to let you down. Mom, how are you doing? Okay?
We're fantastic, Senator. Thank you so much for accepting their call.
Oh, absolutely. You sound fantastic, and the kids sound great, right? They sound great. The country's doing well. We saved our country. Our country was not going so good. Now it's doing great. Great numbers, great everything. So we're in very good shape. It's going to be a good Christmas. But I just want to thank you, and I think that Santa's going to really be good to you tonight. Be coming to your area in about 6 or 7 hours when you're sleeping, but Santa's going to be very good to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No, thank you, honey.
Appreciate it.
and have a great Christmas. And Mom, have a great Christmas, okay? And your family.
Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. You sound so great. You sound great, and your kids sound great. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, sir.
Nice talking to you. And General, thank you very much. You did a good job.
You're welcome.
That's not easy coordination, actually. Thank you. You too, General.
A lot of
Thank you
logistics
very
involved
much.
with
Appreciate
patching
it.
phone calls through.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Good job, right? I mean, they did a good job. Thank you all very much.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of people were there. So yeah, that was at Palm Beach at Mar-a-Lago, where President Trump was taking calls from NORAD with the First Lady. It was very, very cool. And yeah, I think that's going to do it. So if you enjoyed the video, please give the video a quick like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll be dropping another show tomorrow as I do the Swamp Monday through Friday. The video is usually posted at 11 o'clock p.m. And the Swamp covers everyone in the Swamp, the politicians, bureaucrats, agencies, everything happening. And I also post daily episodes over on X also, so feel free to comment over there too if you'd like. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and God bless America.